Hello, hello. Let's get into this full body workout, starting off with our warm-up. I want you to march in place. Get those knees nice and high, above the waist. Really activating the core here. And we're going to take it into a jog. We want to get those heels up. Try and kick yourself in the bum. Getting that heart rate up. And pick up the pace a little bit. And we're going to turn it into jumping jacks. You can do a little rotation as I'm doing, or you could just keep it straight on. Getting the blood pumping, oxygen flowing to the muscles, ready to take on the workout. And from here, we're going to go into toe touches. So you don't have to get as straight as I am or as high as I am. You just want to feel a nice stretch in the back of your legs. Opposite hand to opposite foot. From there, we're going to go into hip openers. I want that knee to come up, out, around, and down, really trying to open up the hip flexor. If you're struggling with balance, you could always put your hand against a wall or anything to give you a little bit of stability. We're going to finish up with the other side here. 2 more. And 8. All right, from here we're going to go into our inchworms. You're going to slowly roll down to the ground, vertebrae by vertebrae. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Crawl yourself out to high plank and rotate that chest open towards the ceiling. Then take it to the other side. And then we're going to crawl it back up to the top, reversing the move vertebrae by vertebrae. You're going to want to get that nice stretch in the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Take it in again. As you open up, really feel that stretch in the chest and crawl it back to the top, reversing the move vertebrae by vertebrae. We're coming into it again. Get into that high plank. Opening up the chest. This time I want you to take a big step forward. And as you take that step forward, lift the same arm, open. You're going to get a deep stretch in the hips. You're also going to stretch the chest a little bit more. And crawl it back to the top. And we're going to go into it one more time, stretching out the hip. Take it to the other side. Really open up that chest. And reverse the move, walking back up, rolling up to the top. From here, we're going to take it into a deep squat. Again, opening up the hip flexors, use those elbows to press out on the inner thighs. Give it a little rock side to side, trying to get that booty down as low as you can. Then press up. Booty comes up in the air. You're stretching the back of the legs. And come on back down. This is really going to help you get into that deep squat while being able to keep the chest up. So a move that you can practice consistently. Hands come back down, drive the booty up into the air, tuck the chin, feel that stretch in the back of the legs. And we're going to take it down one last time. Sink deep into the move. Hands come down, crawl your feet in, and let's roll ourselves to the top. From here, we're going to go into a bit of thoracic rotation. You can pivot off the foot. You might get a few clicks in your back here, which is totally fine. Opening everything up. And then we're going to go into chest openers. Give it a big stretch as you open your arms, and close, giving yourself a big bear hug. And last but not least, let's mobilize the shoulders. Big circles, going back first. Full range of motion, taking your time with this, nice and slow and controlled. And reverse the move. Take it the other way, swim the arms forward. And that completes your warm-up. All right, first move is going to be a bodyweight squat. Keeping your back straight, squat down as if you were sitting in a chair. If you look up in the corner, the modification is to have a chair underneath you, so you're driving the hips back and down, sitting in the chair and driving back up. Keeping the knees in line with your hips and ankles, you're going to bend your knees to flexion. From this position, you're going to drive back up using the muscles of the legs and the glutes, squeezing the glutes at the top. You're going to look forward, maintaining that neutral spine position. And moving back up to a standing position, make sure you're keeping those knees off lock at the top. We want a smooth, controlled movement.
I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire.
Okay, next move is going to be a push-up, also called a press-up in the UK. So you're going to take a wider than shoulder width hand position on the mat, keeping your arms straight, keeping the body straight, and in line with the legs. You're going to lower under control until your arms are bent to either a 90-degree position or when the chest is just above the mat. If you look in the corner, the modification is just to put those knees down, and it takes a little bit of the pressure off. Still, same thing, trying to get that chest all the way down. So your elbows should be directly above your hands. You're going to push back to the start position using those chest muscles, really squeezing, straightening the arms, and making sure to maintain a rigid wrist position throughout the entire move.
With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave.
Okay, the next move is going to be a alternating reverse lunge. So you're going to keep your back straight, keeping that good posture, chest up, taking a step back. Each knee should be at 90 degrees. You're going to see in a moment when I turn to the side position how I take a big step back, driving up, squeezing the glutes. So you're driving through the legs and the glutes. If you look at the modification, if you're struggling with balance, you're just going to hold on to something. Still keeping that chest up, still driving through the heel of the stabilizing foot. Make sure that your knees are never coming to that locked position, and have a smooth, controlled movement throughout the entire exercise. Okay, next move is going to be a cardio burst. We have high knees to butt kickers. 4 high knees, 4 butt kickers. If you take a look when I turn to the side, my knees are coming up above the waist. My heels on the butt kickers are driving to try and touch my bottom. The modification up in the corner is taking it more into a march. So I'm marching the knees up, and I'm trying to drive the heels back. So we want to keep a steady pace. We want to keep up a pace that's going to get that heart rate going. Try and challenge yourself with this move.
Set my heart
And our final move is going to be a plank walk-in. So you're going to want to get yourself into that high plank position first. Now, if that's all you can do, if you look in the modification in the corner, just hold that high plank position for the entire 40 seconds. Really keeping that core tight, squeezing the core, squeezing the glutes, and looking about 2 to 3 inches in front of you to keep the neck in line with the rest of the spine. If you're doing the regular move, I want you to crawl your feet in so that your knees are coming to 90 degrees, crawl them back out. Now we're making sure not to shoot the glutes up in the air. You're keeping that straight spine, looking 2 to 3 inches in front of you the entire move.
what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat.
Well done. You made it through the entire workout. Now it's time to stretch. So we're going to start first into child's pose. You're going to sink the booty back into the heels, crawling those fingertips forward. So you're going to feel a stretch in the lower back and also a stretch throughout the lats and the shoulders as you crawl those fingertips forward. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're trying to get that heart rate back down. Crawl the hands up. You're going to come on to your bottom, laying down on the mat. We're just going to rock the knees side to side. With this move, you're going to try to massage the lower back into the mat. Again, controlling your breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Then take the knees into small circles in one direction. And reverse into the other direction, really massaging that lower back into the mat. From here, we're going to take it into spinal rotation. Stack the knees to one side. Opposite hand comes up and over. You're opening up that chest towards the ceiling, using the other hand to press down on the thigh to get a little deeper of a stretch. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take the knees to the other side. Same thing. Knees come down. Open up your chest, controlling your breath. And slowly rock yourself up. From here, we're going to reach towards the toes, so we're going to stretch out the back of the legs. You're going to press the legs down into the mat, so we shouldn't see too much space in between the legs and the mat. Tucking the chin, bringing the toes towards the nose, and you're going to get a bit of a calf stretch in as well. Now, if you're not feeling too flexible, you can press your hands behind your buttocks, and you're just flexing and extending the toes. Again, keeping the legs pressed down into the mat the whole time. Let's take those legs wide. You're externally rotating the toes, and we're going to try and stretch down as far as you can. You're going to feel a nice pull in the hips, in the groin. Only go down as far as you can to get a comfortable stretch. Now, if it's not feeling very comfortable, if you're not feeling very flexible, again, you're going to take the hands behind the buttocks and you're just going to externally rotate the toes and then take them forward. And you're going to get that nice stretch, hold it for a little bit, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and then release. You can work into moving your way back down into the stretch. From here, we're going to go into the butterfly stretch. So you're going to press the heels together, use those elbows to press out on the inner thighs, and just sink into it, tucking your chin, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release out of that move. Onto your knees for the next move. We're going to stretch out the hips a bit. So you're going to take a big step forward with one leg, keeping the pelvis tucked, squeezing the glute. You're going to sink into the leg. You're going to feel a nice stretch throughout your hip flexor. The more you squeeze the glute, the deeper you're going to be able to stretch in. Hands come up. And take it back down. Get a little shoulder stretch in there as well. Other side, same thing. Tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, sink into that hip. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Hands come up. Feel that stretch in the lats and the shoulders, a nice little stretch in the chest, and take it back down. Come on up to standing. From here, we're going to stretch out the back a little bit. Just some body rolls, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae down to the ground, and then reversing back up. Notice how I'm driving my hips back. In this stretch, I'm not just bending forward at the waist. From here, we're going to stretch out the hamstrings. 1 foot forward, straight leg, slight bend in the supporting leg, and you're reaching towards your toe. To get it more into the calf, you could bring that toe again towards your nose. And switch legs. Drive the hips back, straight leg, toe towards your nose. Your other hand can just rest on your supporting leg. And release out of the move. We're going to stretch the front of the leg, the quads. So I want a slight bend in your supporting leg, pelvis tucked underneath you, good posture with the chest up, holding on to where the shoelaces would be on the foot and pointing that knee that you're stretching down. You're going to feel a nice stretch in the front of the legs. And take it to the other side. Same thing. And release. We're going to go into one of my favorite stretches for the lats and the shoulders. And this is just a side stretch. You're going to grab onto your wrist. You're going to give it a slight pull. You're going to feel a stretch all the way from your side up through the tops of your shoulders. and take it to the other side. Make sure those knees are off lock and you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. At this point, your heart rate should be back down. We're going to take it into shoulder mobility, shoulder circles going back first, full range of motion, and then take it forward, nice and slow and controlled. And that's your final move. You guys did fantastic. I hope you enjoyed.